Hey everybody, this is Paul,
Jake,
and Marv
with TopSpeedRC, and this is going to be our review of the Castle Sidewinder 3 ESC, and then the motor that comes with it in the kit.
there's two different KVs. I don't know what
this one's a 4600 kV.
and I have the 5700 kV.
Don't buy that.
No, don't.
So, on with the review. These are both 2 and 3S capable ESCs. They do not come with connectors. You have to solder your own on. They're sensorless. What else? Built-in BEC and some small cooling fins here. The motor's 2 to 3 cell capable as well. And it's your standard 540 can. It does not have any cooling fins on it. It's not heat sinked at all. So, on with the review. I've been pleasantly happy with mine. It puts out insanity power, enough to blow transmissions apart on this truck, and
a lot of torque.
Lots of torque. You can just backflip this thing over on 3S.
Compared to a Millennium motor, which is a comparable or a Millennium ESC and motor combo, comparable to this system, I'd say, from what I've seen, I'd say this one probably produces maybe a little more torque. The Castle, I think the Millennium might be overall faster, top speed wise.
These do run a lot cooler though than the Millennium.
But yes, they run a lot cooler.
I run pretty aggressive gearing in this truck with aggressive tires, and I run 3S non-stop, whatever I'm doing, and I never had heat issues. I've never had thermal shutdown, never had a fan, nothing. I do have this little motor plate here on with my RPM transmission, but I didn't have that before I got the RPM transmission case, and I didn't have any problems then either. Marv, on the other hand, over there.
Yeah, I have the 5700 kV kit or whatever. Comes with the same ESC he has. The only difference is the motor, which has a higher kV. His has a whole lot of torque. This has about none, and
it's not right for a short course truck.
It really
if you're gonna
isn't.
put it in a 10 scale buggy, it'd probably be great, but for a short course truck, it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't have the power to move something this heavy. It has no torque. It's quite low on speed. Heat wise, the motor tends to get hot if you gear it high. But it's a solid system as long as you run 2S. I've never tried 3S because I don't think it'll handle it.
He lied. He ran 3S a couple times.
Yes, but not for long periods of time.
No, for very short speed runs.
It'll hold it, but Castle does not recommend running 3S with the 5700 kV.
Now, for mounting options of these, I believe the new ones come with tabs on them. Do they have new tabs on the new ones?
Mine doesn't.
Well, the new ones. Yours is old. These are, I think they might have tabs, but otherwise, you're either going to have to do what Marv did.
Which is just double stick taping it to your chassis.
Or you can do what I did, and I 3D printed an ESC mount that fits in there nice and snug with just a little bit of tape in the bottom, and then you can bolt it wherever you want. It's got a tab on the back and everything else, so that was kind of nice. But it does have nice thick wires, and there's the only soldering is your connectors. You don't have to solder to put your motor in or whatever. We have two different, same ESC, but mine has the little connectors here, and Mars.
Mine are just solid wires until they connect to the ESC, which is kind of nice. I really like how they did it.
I don't have any problems with this style either. I just have you could run that motor, like, I can mount my ESC on the front bumper and have enough wire. But, they do give you a nice, which is nice, a lot of servo to the receiver lead. Is nice and long, so you can mount wherever you want and be able to route it in a nice way away from stuff.
It also comes with a switch that you can see right here. I like it.
I had issues with mine. For a while, it would you hit hard bumps or whatever. It would either hit the kill switch or whatever, and it didn't work. And then one day it just stopped working. So I pulled the two wires out of it, soldered them together, and then put a little tape around them to keep them clean or whatever. But so, and now it just turns on when you plug it in, and you don't have to worry about turning it on and off. So I like that, but it's each your preference. Like if I buy another one with a switch on it, I'll probably just hardwire it like day one. So, but it doesn't ill affect you to hardware it in any way, and Castle won't do anything about it if the switch dies. But it's been a great system. We both had the tuning cards to go with them to change your cutoff, your lipo cutoff and whatnot with it. But
And those cards are really easy, really nice and easy to use.
it's nice that with like the Valenian system and some of the other ones, you have to like hit key sequences or whatever. I'd more than happy to pay the $20 to get the card, so I don't have to remember key sequences. I can just plug it in. And another thing about heat is I run this motor with wide open timing too, so it's putting as much power as it can to the ground, and it still doesn't have heat issues. So, I mean, there's a huge difference in the just 1100 kV between the two motors. I mean, the ESC, it doesn't get hot ever. Like you can just put your hand right on there; it never gets hot.
Yeah, I've never had any issues with my ESCs either.
So it does have the clips on them to get. You can put a fan on them, but I mean, I can't think of a truck that you'd need a fan on it. So, but yeah. You have anything else to say?
No, I think we covered most of it.
I'd say they're I don't personally have one. I have a Valenian, but
You ran them both.
ran them both. I would say the Castle is probably the better system because of the heating issues, because the Valenian has some serious heating issues. But I mean, other than that, the torque I think is a little more on the 4600 kV versus the Valenian, and the top speed might be a little bit slower, but it's not by much. So I personally would say, being a Valenian owner, I'd probably go Castle if I had to choose between the two. But that's about it.
So, yeah, thanks for watching. It's been TopSpeedRC review of the Castle Sidewinder 3 ESC motor combo. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one.